2019. I'm from Taylor, and today I would like to do our falsafa and issue semester assignment. And today we would like to do a research of how COVID impact on our economic.
Hi bro, can I interview you?
Yeah, sure.
I'll ask you some question. How do COVID impact on our economy?
Alright.
Okay, so first, how has the inflation of COVID affect your working situation?
Well, I mean, I'm still a student, and especially during COVID, I was still a student. But I could definitely see my uncles and parents who lost a lot of jobs. That were, they were Grab drivers or, food panda riders. Some people did get the jobs, and my parents, I think they were doing fine. But I definitely did see a lot of people losing the jobs. I think I can tell you that. Yeah.
Next, during the MCO, have you found any side income?
I think I had a few cousins who were doing graphic designs and creating logos and, getting quite some good money out of it. I remember that.
So how do you think COVID affect the economy the most?
Well, jobs were closed. Country definitely did lose a lot of money. GDP wasn't doing really well. And I definitely remember the government having to spend a lot of money in subsidies and so on. Yeah.
Next. Which sector do you think is most affected due to the drop of economy during COVID?
Sector, I wouldn't say services, but definitely see the normal people, right? SMEs, small, medium enterprises who really were affected a lot. A lot of restaurants especially were closed down. But I think eventually after a few months they did open up, with online food orderings and so on.
What do you think will cost to the country if economy drops?
What does it cost to the country? I think fortunately it just so happened that almost every country in the world, it's a global thing, right? Every country was losing. And like I said, the livelihood of a lot of people, you're a family member and your parent loses his jobs, loses their jobs, and you're struggling. You're struggling financially, obviously, right? I think that would be my answer.
Last, in your opinion, how can you contribute to regain economic balance in Malaysia?
Economic reliance. What's the question?
Regain economic balance in Malaysia.
Regain. I think we're doing well so far, especially after opening the borders. There's definitely a lot more trade going on, and I would say it has regained so far, but definitely not as much as before COVID, right? I think the country just has to keep running as usual, right? Maybe no more COVID restrictions, and I think they'll be fine. And definitely with some more government spending and subsidies, they'll probably do better, especially the lower income people who are really affected. Yeah, that's it.
Hi, my name is Angel, and I would like to ask you guys some questions. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so first the question is, how has the infection of COVID affect your working situations?
Okay, well, we don't work specifically, but I think it did affect people who are in the working industry, and their salaries went down and it's harder to afford things.
Yeah. For my parents, they had to stay at home, and it was quite frustrating.
Okay, so the second question is, during the pandemic, have you found any side incomes?
Any what? Sorry?
Any income?
Side incomes.
No.
No. Really.
It's even harder to find side incomes.
Okay, so how does COVID affect the economy the most? Something like exchange the rate, increase or inflation. So let's
Increase of inflation definitely.
Yeah. Inflation went up, prices went up.
Yeah,
But businesses went down because people couldn't go out to buy things.
couldn't afford things anymore. Yeah.
Okay. So which sector do you think is mostly affected due to the drop of economy during COVID?
Tertiary sector.
Tourists or restaurants, supermarket?
I think mainly tourists and restaurants were affected because cannot go out to restaurants to eat and cannot travel countries. So yeah.
Okay, so that's all.
Okay,
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kaisha. Can I ask you a few questions about how does COVID-19 impact on the economy?
Yes.
Okay, the first question is, how has the infection of COVID affect your working situation?
Actually, during COVID, our store is quite influenced because no customer here, and then school also closed, so it's quite have a big impact on our store.
During the pandemic, have you found any side income?
Side incomes for Richamo, no. We only wait and trust the process for COVID.
Okay, how does COVID affect the economy the most?
Since the government also closed down and then not allow any store to open, then the school also cannot open since the Richamo tailors is inside the library, so it impact it has a quite big impact for our store. So that during COVID we almost don't have any income, and yeah, it's quite slow.
Which sector do you think is mostly affected due to the drop of economy during COVID?
Sorry?
Restaurants. Which sector do you think is mostly affected due to the drop of economy during COVID? Like restaurants, supermarkets.
For me, it's tourist attractions and tourist, like most of the hospitality industry, because during COVID we cannot travel, we need to stay at home. But actually for restaurants, they still can survive because of the help of Grab and Food Panda.
What do you think will happen to the country if economy drops?
The economy drops, of course, the the country cannot go well, because everything also need money, and then we also need to survive in the country itself.
In your opinion, how can you contribute to regain economy balance in Malaysia?
Sorry?
In your opinion, how can you contribute to regain economy balance in Malaysia?
For me as a student now, what I can say is only study well and then try my best for contributing in the country.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mandy. Can I ask you a few questions about how does COVID-19 impact on the economy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the first question is, how has the infection of COVID affect your working situation?
No effect. No effect.
No
Really.
effect?
Yes.
Okay, during the pandemic, how you found any side income?
No also.
Does not inflect your working?
Okay.
Like your working?
So my job actually is essential sector.
Oh.
Essential sector. So actually I'm we can say insurance agent.
Oh, so it does not any...
Yeah, because it's a need,
Okay.
especially during COVID-19.
Okay.
People need to enter hospital, right? So what they need protection.
Oh.
Okay.
So which sector do you think is mostly affected due to the drop of economy during
I think-
COVID?
You mean after the COVID or during COVID?
During COVID.
Okay, firstly shopping center lor.
Or shopping center?
But it's good to me lah.
Yeah.
Okay. Secondly, restaurant lah.
Mm.
Starbucks lor.
Yeah.
School lor.
Anything else?
Entertainment.
Okay.
Like disco, nightclub, all those
Yeah. What do you think will happen to the country if economy drops?
You mean Malaysia or
Yeah.
others country?
Global.
Global I think it's good. Because can get a lesson to all the people who is they never realize that the environment is going worse, so have the time for them to stay at home and think about the future.
Yeah. In your opinion, how can you contribute to regain economic balance in Malaysia?
This this is very difficult
It's difficult.
Yeah, but okay I try my best
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, well,
Today I want to interview you for how was the infection of COVID affect your working situation?
COVID affect my situation by decreasing my salary every month.
During the MCO, have you find any side income?
Yeah, I do some investment online and I earn around 2,000 to 5,000 per month.
How does COVID affect the economy the most?
I think it increased the inflation of the grocery.
Which sector do you think is mostly affected due to the drop of economy during COVID?
I think it's the tourism, because people from other countries cannot come to Malaysia to visit our places, so they cannot spend money here.
What do you think will happen to the country if economy drops?
The exchange rate will decrease and causing the economy of the country to getting poorer.
Hi, my name is Li Ting. Can I do an interview about the COVID impact our economic?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the first question: how has the infections of COVID affect your working situations?
So with COVID around, I couldn't really go to physical work, so I had to restrain myself to part-time work, mostly online, or if I had to really have to be there, it would be like with a few other people that I would work with and just be masked up and stay a few meters away.
Since just now you got say about you have to do the part-time work, so may I know like how do you find any side income during the pandemic?
The income was hard to come by because with the part-time work, it means more people were being laid off, so the money wasn't there as much. So we got less during the COVID pandemic.
And another question: how COVID affect the economy the most? How do you think? Like the exchange rate drops or the infections?
I feel like everything was affected, from raw materials to exchange rate to everything in supermarkets, because most things were imported. People couldn't go to factories to work, so it's like the prices of things went up and everything was kind of hectic.
And how do you think, what sector do you think is the most affected due to the drop of economic during the COVID? Do you think it's tourism, the restaurant or hotels,
I feel it's tourism because it's still affected to this day, because not a lot of countries are fully open to tourists because of the COVID situation and pandemic.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Let's interview. Hi, are you a student?
Yeah, I'm a student.
Okay, my name is Nicole, and I want to ask you some questions about my assignment, COVID-19. How has the infection of COVID affect your working situation?
The pandemic driver economy downtown and created economic challenges for university students, and due to the decrease of even loss of income. A recent review found that social distancing, self-isolation, and travel restriction led to a loss of various jobs, especially in the service industry. Some college and university students also lost their part-time jobs and were regional business workers.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you for watching our video.
Bye bye.